Pivot tables are Excel's most powerful tool to calculate, summarize, and analyze data. Say, for example, I gave you this data on the left, which shows yearly coffee production for the top 10 coffee producing countries in the world from the period 2010 to 2019. Each line contains a country, a year, and the amount of coffee produced in that country in that year, in millions of kilograms. What if I asked you the following questions? What is the total amount of coffee produced by these 10 countries during this 10-year period? Without pivot tables, this one would be pretty easy to answer. Just a simple sum function of all of the numbers would do the trick. What if I asked you, what country produced the most coffee over the 10-year period? This one would be a little harder. I would either have to insert subtotals into my data by country or use multiple sum functions. For this one, pivot tables could help you quickly find your answer, although the alternative would not take a ton of time. What if I asked you, what year saw the largest year-over-year decrease in total coffee production? Quick note here, year-over-year is a term used to compare data from one year to the same period of the previous year. I've left a reference in the lecture notes if you want to learn more about this term, because it tends to be a pretty common term in industry. This question would be even more complicated to answer and would require multiple cuts of the data and multiple different functions. Pivot tables would be the best way to solve this problem. And in conclusion, pivot tables would be the best way to solve these last two questions. Okay, to fully define what an Excel pivot table is, it's a tool that allows you to rearrange and aggregate data in a flexible way, creating meaningful and compact summaries of large datasets. Excel pivot tables allow you to easily synthesize and summarize your data, draw conclusions without doing calculations, quickly add and remove data from your analysis, avoid errors that might occur from manual calculation, and quickly glean data-driven insights and make informed decisions. If you want to level up in Excel, this is one of the core skills that you need to learn. Pivot tables are the fastest, easiest, and most efficient way to slice and dice your raw data. However, it's much harder to explain a pivot table than to just show you what it is. Let's jump into the next lecture where we learn how to use them.